So does networking play a role in your business? What are your networking practices and how has it benefited you specifically? And also, can you touch on different aspects of the social networking, i.e. Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, LinkedIn, those different social networking as well?
Yeah. Well, I do use Facebook. I do have a page. You can set up your own page for your business. I use Vistaprint. They have a website. You can order, use it like $4.99 a month, very cheaply to use. And like through that, I use email marketing, and I went to Google, so you can search, for a hair salon, type in keywords, and your salon pops up. I did that. I've never really been, like I'm a people person. Like I speak to a lot of people, but I've never really networked. Like I don't pass my cards out a lot. I've started to do that because, having a business. But I've always attracted clients from appearance. Like they would say, oh, who does your hair? Or you look nice, and we'll start the conversation that way. And so a lot of my clientele has come from just myself, just walking around. They'll compliment. I have things on my car, like the little magnets you put on your car, so that helps as well. But as far as networking, I really don't know a lot of people, and I just almost always feel like we don't have things in common. Like, how can I get this person who may be in pharmaceuticals? Like, what could I say to get them, to maybe pass out my card and I do the same or recommend them? I never really know, like, what to do. So I just kind of do it the way I do, through the internet and myself. And then word of mouth, clients, they speak about my services like that.
The people wear they wear you.
Right.
If you do their hair and you do a great job, the people are going to come up to you and say,
right.
Oh, where'd you get your hair done?
I will say, before I decided to get a website and do Facebook, I've already had my clientele from word of mouth. So, and I kind of rely on that. I like that better, but I still know you do have to go and, put it out there, so I do that.
Yeah.
Networking has been huge for my business. I can't really measure, the amount of the role it's played. I actually started out in college. I was in a program called Coro Center for Civic Leadership. It's like definitely. And I was in a community problem solving fellowship. So with this fellowship, we had the opportunity to do case studies and to try to improve neighborhoods and different things. But we also had the opportunity to meet a lot of different people, a lot of different business leaders from throughout the region, political leaders, educational leaders, basically leaders from every sector, from healthcare to education. What I would do, I don't know why, something in me just said, connect with these people. So right after we would meet and we'll come back and we'll debrief, and it was 16 fellows, we would socialize afterwards. So they'll be socializing. I'll be in the computer lab writing a follow-up email saying, hey, it was nice meeting you, da-da-da. And that has really been huge for me. Those relationships that I established when I was in college back in 2003, 2004, a lot, not all of them, but a lot of them I still have today. And one of them is my mentor. I met him during this program. That network from sending that follow-up email has turned into a relationship with, over time, I think it's 5-6 years, we become very good friends. And from that, I bought my own house. I kind of talked to him about what I wanted to do. I was very passionate about it, but I was looking to grow. And I had only had one house. I was trying to do things on a much larger scale. Well, because of the relationship, I had built, he ended up coming on and becoming a partner with me. We started a business. It was just me buying a house before. Then we went into business together, and we immediately bought 2 houses. That very next year, an opportunity was presented to us to own a restaurant. We instantly went into the restaurant business. I'm not in the restaurant business anymore. I was in it for about 2.5 years. He's still in it, but I kind of got out of it. But also the weatherization business. It's another partnership. That was formed from networking. So just to go from buying 1 house to 2 houses to a restaurant to now a contract with the government to do weatherization, it all, networking was key, and God has really been key more than networking, because I just really believe God's given me favor with people, and it's produced so much. So that hands down was very, very instrumental.
Yeah, and for me in sales, it's all I've done is networking. I network with accountants, with bankers, with insurance agents. I'm very involved with BNI, which is Business Network International. We meet once a week, every Wednesday morning, and it's industry specific, which might be something even for you as well. That has been phenomenal in terms of my business growing. I am on a board for a chamber, the Brentwood Baldwin Whitehall Chamber. I sit on a board for the North Shore Community Alliance with my friend Lamarcus here, which is an awesome organization that helps women and children in crisis. So that, to me, is, because of my life, it's exactly what I need to do to get referrals and to build those referral relationships.
If I may make a comment, it seems to me that the three of you have probably quite different networking needs, because in your business, I'm assuming your audience is within, let's say, 4 or 5 miles from where you are.
The majority of my clientele, they come from everywhere but where my so
Oh, really? Well, I sit corrected then. But Shannon goes all over town and beyond. I don't know if you are more tied to a certain area that you work in or not. But I think networking is an important thing, but you can customize it to your own needs.
Right.
I mean, I've built relationships in other states where I'm still getting referrals, which is great. So.
And so have I, and it's not just my radius; it's all over.
Yeah.
All over Allegheny County, other cities, states, and even with weatherization, we're working primarily with City of Pittsburgh and Allegheny County residents, but we're now networking with Greene County and Washington County, and it looks like we're going to be doing it in those counties. So it's all over.
Yeah.
Once you're in the social media, you'll be going all over. I mean, that's global right there.
Right.
It could be in any state,
Yeah, and that's important too for both of my businesses. And I am on LinkedIn, and I am on Facebook and Twitter, and I'm actually getting ready to start up my own blog, which I think is huge. And I'm probably going to do some videos for YouTube. And there's actually I can forward you the links. There's some free links where you can input and get a free listing, like on Yahoo and Bing. And so I'll send you that as well.
I do have clients that come from West Virginia and like further parts of Ohio. So I touch people. But
That's a good idea for you, is to do videos and to have your stuff on YouTube.
I thought about it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because if image is what gets you your clientele, YouTube is it. It's going to show you your image.
Step by steps. Yeah.
Just get yourself a flip video, honey.
Right. Yeah.
Wolfie never leaves home without it.
So everyone goes through ups and downs. What strategies do you use to recover, and how do you learn from your mistakes? Please give examples if you have them.
Ups and downs. Okay. The hair industry, there are ups and there are downs. There are seasons where it's great and then it drops, So you have to save. You have to prepare for like quarters, like January, the winter months after Christmas, it's dead, And then it'll start to pick up the spring, and go through the summer. Fall, after school, starts to go down, then holiday. So the up and down, so you have to save. That's math. I have to save. So when it's slower, I still can pay the rent and buy the supplies and different things. But I will say it doesn't drop as like, for example, okay, recession, right? Everybody's like, oh, salon business, recession is terrible. No, not really. Like, if you're good, they will find a way to get there. So.
Oh, when it comes to hair and
And
nails,
we
honey,
still have to work it.
they will find a way. We'll dig into our grocery pile. We're not going without our hair and nails.
I would say I've been fortunate to still be stable, even though, but you just know the trend, so I'll know when to buy more product and when to lay off, different things like that. But the main